Thanks for staying with us. So before we bring in our celebrity guest, there's another story that really caught our attention. The armed robbery that happened in Edo State yesterday was one that that claimed the lives of about 6 people yesterday. It was in the papers. And the clips that came out from that experience was quite scary. Watch this. Viewer discretion is kindly advised.
My God. Yeah, man. God. Say so.
See you, God. See you. See, Chacha counts when they carry comments. See, as people they carry money. See, as people they carry money. Now the red Corolla, 9 money due.
Well, that was quite shocking. And what is even more shocking is that there was a police station allegedly close by and nothing happened. So on the phone with us now is the Speaker, Edo State House of Assembly, retired Honorable Marcus Onobon, who will be joining us to explain to us what the government plans to do following this horrible, horrific experience. Good morning, sir. Are you there? Okay, I'm told he's yet to connect. All right, so guys, I don't know. I don't know. When I watch this thing, I kept watching and it's almost as if somebody, it was like an invasion also, you know, yeah, how like they did this. They did it with the community watching, people recording. They had guns, AK-47s, and they were bringing bags. They blew up
the doors.
Blew up
the simultaneously done across different banks.
Oh, was it simultaneous? I didn't know. I thought it was just
banks. No, it robbed 4 banks. It is worrisome. It is scary. I was not there, and yet I felt like this traumatized, but I was scared. I was scared for Nigeria. I was scared as a Nigerian that I'm in Nigeria and this kind of thing can happen in our country. And I really, my heart goes out to all those who lost family members and even those that saw it, because definitely there's an impact in their mind based on what they just experienced.
So I'm told that Right Honorable Marcus Onobon is back with us. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. Are you there?
Good morning. Yes, I'm with you. Can you hear me?
Very clearly. Now, this happened. I mean, bank robbery, I would say, is something that many countries and many communities go through. But the difference between theirs and ours is the response time, the ability of the police to react, the ability of the police to contain. What happened yesterday, sir? And what does the government plan to do going forward?
Well, what happened yesterday came to us as a road shock. Is what one could best describe as an invasion. And with what we have seen, the pictorial evidence and some videos that have been around on social media is quite unfortunate. And I want to first commiserate with the family of those who lost their life, the people of the community, as well as the staff of the various financial institutions that were affected. Well, as for the issue of the security, with what I saw, even though we've not been properly briefed on what actually happened, from what we saw yesterday, you could see that the security, they were overwhelmed. And it's quite unfortunate that such an incident will be carried out or happened without any formal intelligence to these various security agencies, because I don't think that such an action was just planned overnight. Because you have these criminals numbering over 20 with various vehicles and all sophisticated weapons, you know, and all of that. So, and also considering the location of that, the financial institution and the area, yes, it is quite porous because we have boundary with Delta states. And of course, there are some other routes to some riverine, Ilushi area where we have the River Niger. However, we must now be talking about how to forestall future, occurrence of these incidents. So myself and His Excellency, the Deputy Governor, will be visiting the scene today to get first-hand information as to what really happened and how to curtail future occurrence. So it's quite unfortunate, and it's so scary. The government at all levels, whether local government, state government, or even federal government, have to take some decisive steps to see that issues like this don't happen, because with what happened yesterday, I can tell you that no one is safe. No one is safe anywhere.
Okay. Wow. As you said,
Honorable.
this is honorable. This is really shocking, and it is important to do all that we can to make sure this doesn't happen again. But while we're doing that, what's the next best thing we can do for those who have been affected, who are involved, for their families, is to do a proper investigation. So for me, on this part of the, watching it, I feel that the police or security operatives already have a lot to go on with. We have videos. You could almost see the bodies of those who have done it, We saw the vehicles that were being driven away from there. But I hope also that scene has not been contaminated with many people running in and out, because usually we would see in other countries they'll cordon off the place. So is the state doing a proper investigation concerning this right now? So at least we can catch the people that have done it and be prosecuted accordingly.
Of course, security work entails so many strategies. The good thing is that at least we have some pictorial evidence and videos to show that actually shows what transpired yesterday. And like I said, we'll be visiting the scene this afternoon to get first-hand information, as well as meeting with the security agencies, those who were on ground, and to get eyewitness report as to what happened. I want to believe with what we have in place, the security architecture that is set up in place in the States, even though the incident has happened, it's unfortunate, but we will be able to, track these people down as well, as bringing them to justice. So that these people will be caught is no doubt at all. Because you can't even have such a number coming to carry out a criminal act and you'll not be able to track them. It may be a matter of time, but I can assure you that these people, in no distant time, they will be tracked down.
All right. Let me just throw you one quick question for you.
Yeah, so I like the fact that you mentioned the security architecture in the place. We were told, according to the papers this morning, that one of the banks was situated close to a police station, and these people had a field day of operating for over 3 hours, and there was no police in sight.
Correct.
How equipped is this police? The police stations around, how equipped are they? How is your security architecture in such a way that they are not able to, render help? That's the problem we have. So when these sort of things happen, we don't get that response.
Right. Dodge.
So
okay, well, for the local government where this thing happened, Esan Northeast is one of the most populous local governments we have in Edo Central. And they have a standard police station, so we expect that they have all the required equipment. From what we are told, I've not confirmed, is that the police station was also attacked. So these are part of the investigation that we, the security agency, have to carry out, because there are so many questions that, that is begging for an answer, to know who are those who, conspired to see that this attempt to raid the people was successful. We also need to know how those people got into town, that the security agency was unable to pick on them and they drove freely and all of that. So these are questions that are begging for an answer. And like I said, the investigation will commence in no time.
Right.
And within the next few days, I'm sure that we'll come out with a report to actually show, because from what we have on ground, we don't expect that kind of a thing to happen within that area at all.
Okay. Thank you very much, Honorable. We appreciate you. We'll continue to monitor this story. This is something that, many of us have watched foreign movies. I know this is not Hollywood, it's not Nollywood, but usually when things like that happen, there's a button you press somewhere to alert the police, somewhere somewhere behind. Okay, before they've blown up your door, the first thing you do is press the emergency button. The emergency button alerts the police, the nearest police, that something is happening here, and then they radio each other. So in a country where the police are ill-equipped, they probably don't have vehicles. So even though you press the button, they won't have enough to contain. Yes. So it's a ripple effect of the fact that the police are poorly equipped for the job they're asked to do. We don't have enough numbers also. We have less than 500,000 police across the country. So when people steal money, when you steal money that's meant for the police, is that ripple effect that we see today? It happens. Eventually, you don't have money to equip the police. The police are not able to respond in this kind of situation. It's just, you know, let's go on a break. It's Friday. It's Friday, people. Let's find a celebrity to bring on and talk about life. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.